It's a hard-fought game like most of them are. Every game we have with Tech, no matter what the record is, it's hard-fought. And they played tough. Wish them all the luck in the world. And our kids we didn't play one of our better games, but a lot of it was because of them. They got in there early and got up and blocked 3 or 4 shots of Nos. And, it kind of I guess it got into her head a little bit. And, but I thought our perimeter, Tamia Scott was absolutely phenomenal tonight. She gave up a couple of baskets on defense, but who didn't? And then, but I thought offensively she was absolutely phenomenal. She just gets better and better. And she had 8 rebounds and 23 points. And then Gregory had 5 rebounds and 20 points. We had way too many turnovers. We had 15 turnovers, and Courtney had 7. Nas had 6. So 13 of our 15 turnovers come from 2 of our primary players. So we got to do a better job with that.
Y'all were able to turn their turnovers into points, 23 points off turnovers tonight, 21 on the fast break. How big was that in stopping their runs and keeping the game, pretty comfortable for y'all the rest of the night, most of the night?
Well, Sam, every time we got a 13, 14, 15-point lead, looked like that we were going to separate ourselves. They hit a 3 or hit 2 threes, or we'd do something, throw the ball away. Didn't get into our offense, force a shot, just do something that we got to do a better job. We can't do that. When we're running our offense, we're scoring, and when we're freelancing, a lot of times that's where that's where our turnovers are coming from. So, we got to do a better job of that. We just didn't do a good job of that at all. We didn't handle that well at all.
You mentioned to me his offensive performance tonight, another impressive one, and a long line of them so far this season. How much work does she do on her own in the offseason to prepare for nights like this?
She's going to start doing more work because I challenged her yesterday. She's going to start doing more work. She works, but she needs to work harder. Her and Jalen and Court, Blakely, and then Davidson, and God, I can't even think of my kid's name. Jalen Harrison. I challenged all of them to get in the gym more, and they got to get in the gym more. Good gracious. Getting old, guys, getting old.
Talk about some of the rotations there you had at the 4 when Alina just wasn't hitting the shots. You rolled in Emily and Jada. What kind of shot on they've been for you?
We did none of our forwards did a good job. We got to work on that. That looks like it might be a weakness, and it's really not. It should be a strength, but we got to work on that. I mean, that's one of the things we're going. But when we got back to turning our offense, we were doing exactly what they wanted us to do. They were wanting us to bring our 2 big posts out and shoot threes, and we did, and we didn't hit any. And see, what was Nas was 0 for 3, and Enrique's 0 for 5. So that was 8 possessions that they got. Now that's 16-point turnaround there. That's 16 points we didn't get rid of. 32-point turnaround and 16 they had a chance at. So we did exactly what. But when we started turning the ball and getting it to Tamia and getting it to Jalen Gregory and getting it back to Courtney Blakely, they went down the stretch. I don't think we missed a free throw down the stretch, did we? I know Jalen went 10 for 10, and then Tamia went 4 for 6. She didn't miss any down the stretch. So that's what we got to do. We got to be patient, stay on our offense.
And you might have just answered my next question, but you've got a week off and you got a big swing in Florida next week. If there's areas of improvement that you want to see in practice this week.
We won't have a week off. We got a week off playing games, but I can promise you we'll take off tomorrow, and then we'll be back in the gym Thursday, and we'll start getting ready for Florida A&M. And then we got 2 big games next weekend, and we got to play a lot better than we there in that game in Florida than we played here, or we'll get beat before we get there. But we got to take it. It's a win. We got to be happy and go on to the next game. Anybody else? No, thank you guys. We appreciate y'all.
Tamia, kind of one of those nights again for you, that second half, you just kind of take over when you get your opportunities. What were you seeing out there?
Well, we were struggling kind of getting in the paint because they were packing it up, and then they weren't guarding some of our 4 players, so, we didn't really have a lot of opportunities to get it in as much as we wanted to. So we just took advantage on the perimeter, driving and then shooting.
Defensively, Tennessee Tech kind of creates some problems because they're so balanced scoring-wise. Everyone can put up points. What are those challenges that you had facing multiple different guards tonight?
We just kind of had to read what they gave us. If they iced it, we throw it back to the foreplay and go back to the ball. We just had to adjust to how they were playing the ball screens. If they went under, we took the shot. If they chased us, we drove.
Alina, it's kind of the same question to you. They're really active forwards. They like to go out and shoot threes for you. What kind of challenges they present for you down low?
Well, like to me, you said they packed it a lot, especially with Nas. I feel like then we started switching it up a little bit in the second half, getting me low, getting me a couple easy ones. They started getting a little more aggressive with that too. So we just gonna work more to find our shots. But with their shooting, obviously, like we knew they were gonna shoot it. Hand up, we need to be there better. I feel like we knew they were gonna shoot it. They could have a couple that are able to do both, drive and shoot. Like we did a solid job, I feel like, but we could have done better for sure.
As you move into next week's slate of games, what are kind of some areas that maybe within your own game, but also the team collectively, do you look forward to working on?
I definitely got to get in the gym more. Get that right. And with the team, just like we got to execute better. We're known to be an unselfish team, and I think we still did that, but we still got to move the ball more to like find the easier shots for us.
To me, talking to Coach before y'all came in here, he said that he challenged y'all this week to get in the gym, sort of, with this week of without games, coming up, get in on your own. How excited are you for that opportunity, these coming days where you don't have a game, right around the corner to focus on to get some personal work?
Yeah, I mean, we have 2 off days. I think they're kind of spaced out this week, but it just gives me time to go in there and do stuff outside of practice and allows me more time instead of, having to go to practice for 2-3 hours and then find my own time. So I'm excited for that, and it's a good opportunity for my teammates to kind of step up and, take some of their time to go to the gym and find out what that does for them and our team.
Alina, I remember talking to Coach preseason, and he's like, "Oh, Alina, we're going to keep her on a minute count, 25 minutes a night." And here you are early in the season, and it's later basketball where you're playing, 35, sometimes 40 minutes a night. How are you handling that transition? Someone that hasn't played, a ton of minutes in your career, night to night necessarily, and just sort of dealing with that expectation so far.
For me personally, I just gotta stay in the training room. I can definitely feel it in my body. Not gonna lie, after doing 5 years of college, but definitely just a lot of treatment. I think I've adjusted well. The first couple of games, I'm not gonna lie, it was a little rough getting adjusted, but now I feel like I can definitely do it. It's like I know they want to limit my minutes, but also I'm not scared to like play those minutes, and yeah, just gotta take care of my body while doing it.
And then on nights like tonight for Tamia, when you have a teammate like that you can just give the ball and let her go score, how important is that to have that sort of game changer in those situations?
Oh, definitely. And I feel like with our team, anyone can have that type of night, and someone can have an off night, and then everyone else has each other's backs. But it's definitely so important, and I think Tamia did a great job with attacking today.
Thanks, Sean.
Thank you.
Thank you.